Hello, hello. I think I'm live. You guys just confirm it.
Hello,
Hello,
hello.
hello.
I
I
think
think
I'm
I'm
live.
live.
Hope you
Hope you
guys
guys
can
can
hear
hear
me.
me.
Just
Just
confirm it
confirm it
once.
once.
So,
So,
yeah, I
yeah, I
would
would
know.
know.
What's
What's
up?
up?
What's
What's
up,
up,
chat? Did
chat?
you
Did you
guys see
guys
my
see my
Instagram
Instagram
story?
story?
Kushmani
Kushmani
is.
is.
I mean, Kushmani
Kushmani
was on
was
the
on the
podium and
podium
we
and we
had
had
our
our
Indian
Indian
national
national
anthem
anthem
there.
there.
Somebody
Somebody
said
said
double.
double.
Okay, I think should be fine now. I fixed the mic. Thanks for confirming, bro. Yeah, I know it was double voice. I think it's sorted now. I hope it's sorted. So guys, yeah, I was saying, did you see Kushmani on the podium and our national anthem being played in Monaco? That was absolutely amazing, and it was such a proud moment. Honestly, I have no more words. It's just great. I hope that we see a day when that happens in F1 too. But for now, I think we should be happy with this. It was really really good. Yep, India on the podium. Yes. So, what are your quali predictions, guys? For now, what do you guys think is going to happen? There's a lot of traffic. Ferraris are looking good, but Lewis is quite unlucky. Somebody just said low audio. I'm just gonna up the gain a bit on my mic, and that should fix it. Yeah. Sorry, having a bit of mic issues. I don't have my usual setup today. Yeah, because my computer was screwed, so I'm using another one. Okay, I'm gonna drop my predictions in the comments. For me, I think it's gonna be. I'm just dropping my predictions. Yeah, so here are my predictions. I'm gonna pin this. Let's see how wrong I am because usually I am wrong with all the predictions. So, yeah. Please do a live stream tomorrow as well. I don't know about that, bro. Monaco race is pretty boring. If you want to see me watch 20 cars go in circles and not do overtakes for 2 hours, maybe I will. Both Ferraris ahead of McLaren's. I just want to do a crazy prediction. That's why I'm going for it. I know it's not realistic, but Lewis was looking good. So if he just gets that lap in, which he lately hasn't been able to because there was honestly a lot of traffic. So I hope finally in Q3, when there are only 10 cars on the track, he gets enough space and he doesn't mess up the lap. Then I think, yeah, he has a good shot at it. Is this a weak track for Williams? Possibly. I mean, if you would ask me last year, I would say yeah, because their advantage comes from straight line speed. This year also the car has that characteristic, but a lot lesser. Now it works on tracks with slow speed corners as well, so it won't be as great as other tracks, but they still won't be that bad. I think one Williams at least in Q3 is possible. Verstappen will be in pole. I don't doubt that, buddy, because you saw in 2023 his pole lap. But Leclerc is an absolute monster in Monaco, so I have my hopes up on him. Lewis got to reach Q3. I think he will. He will. I think he will reach Q3 at least with his laps because he's not been struggling. So he'll reach Q3. But after that, hooking up that right lap is the most important thing. Did they fix Lewis's car? Of course, of course. I think they have. Want Alonso in points, man. Yeah, yeah, I hope. There are chances of Lewis getting pole. Yes, yes, he does, but I don't know, man. I hope he does. Where to watch the radio convos that you showed a few days back in your story? I mentioned it where you can watch it. It's an app called Multiviewer. Has Red Bull made any changes? So, like, Red Bull goes with a very conservative engine mode and stuff on Friday, and their major work happens between Friday and Saturday. So, like, their Fridays are not representative as all because Verstappen was nowhere yesterday, and now he is up there right in contention for pole. So, I don't think you should take their Fridays that seriously. Behrman has a 10 place penalty though, so he's pretty much screwed, anyways. I mean, the only thing Bearman can do tomorrow is just pit twice in the first two laps and then take his race from there. Somebody has to do it. Hail Kushmani. Yeah, we discussed Kushmani just before, like just when we started the live stream. So nobody, I can't show you the race. But this should be a fun quali. That's the reason why I'm streaming on the qualifying day because Monaco is like more fun on Saturday than it is on a Sunday. It's not gonna rain because initially when we were going into the weekend, there was a lot of talk about there was a lot of talk about it being rainy on the qualifying day, but doesn't look like. Any action on Carlos for red flag issue? Don't think so. I don't think so. Two stop rule has made the race more anticipating. Yeah, twice the more chances for Ferrari to mess up the strategy. Definitely interesting. Leclerc going to pole. I'm on your team, buddy. I'm on your team. Is two stop strategy good in Monaco? Yeah, because otherwise the race is extremely boring. You saw how interesting things were in Bahrain when everybody was doing a two stopper. So, yeah, definitely. There'll be some some entertainment and some mystery with that. Can Lewis get pole? I mean, he can, of course, but I think Leclerc will get it. I think now Ferrari engineers getting smashed twice by Hamilton if they mess up. I don't think they will. Let's go. It should start now. Yep. Man, Monaco is like such a beautiful place to be in, right? I'm just looking at all of the drone shots and like, I mean, it's so beautiful. You've got so many boats and yachts on one side. It's just royalty, man. Royalty. I'm not sure how many of you guys saw my Fortuner track guide in Monaco, but yeah. Yeah, Monaco is shit expensive. Crazy expensive. I think the dream race to attend would be the Monaco GP with the paddock pass, the paddock access. If some F1 sponsor or brand is watching, please. I mean, I think that is my ultimate bucket list. I know the racing is not amazing in Monaco, but that vibe is insane. The vibe Max and Oscar bring is that of Lewis and young Max. I think Oscar has his own vibe. This guy is extremely calm, collected, not angry on the radio. He's his own vibe. Yeah. Kimi Raikkonen, maybe. How much is the paddock pass, buddy? It's a couple of lakhs. I mean, for Monaco, I think it'll be even higher, but easily, I'm just speaking out of my head here. I'm not sure, but 4 5 lakhs easy, easy. Probably more. Have you messaged any brands to sponsor you for a pass? Like, I have spoken to a few, but it's not gone through. Honestly, there's a lot more interest with the creators in the Western countries like UK, US, and all of that. As of now in India, not a lot of brands are looking this way, but I hope that changes in the next couple of months or years. Thoughts on Lando? I feel somehow he'll get pulled today. They've not been at the top of their game, but I don't know if something pops up. So who's on a lap now? Let me just see that on my monitor. Um, just a second. Okay, no, I can't do that. Yeah. What is happening to Russell? Oh, so there is a very interesting theory about Russell and Mercedes in general. So, if you guys don't know, there's a new rule coming in the Spanish GP where the front wing flexing is to be limited. So, apparently Mercedes is using a lot of that flexi wing thing. So, in Imola, they tried to use a wing that doesn't flex much, and that's why they were off the pace. And they tried to use that in Monaco as well, and that is the problem. They switched back to the flexi wing after FP1, I think, but still something is going on, and you might see a dip in their performance post the Spanish Grand Prix. How excited you are about the F1 movie? Very, very. I know a lot of hardcore F1 fans would pretend that the movie is gonna suck, but honestly, I'm more interested not with the storyline, but with the visuals and how they've captured everything in IMAX. Yeah. Something like Top Gun, because it's the same director. So, yeah. So far, we've got Gasly P3 on mediums. Okay, they're using that Aston Martin strategy. Colbinto goes faster than Gasly, a second faster. So definitely Gasly has more time to gain here. This is, yeah, Leclerc's on a lap. I can see he's dropping some purples. So is Albon. Yeah, you can see here. You can actually see the timing screen there. So I'm just gonna circle that with my mouse. Albon goes P1. Oh, wow. Leclerc is purple middle sector. Lewis so far is like 3 tenths of Leclerc's time, so not so great so far. Okay, Leclerc goes fastest, just like less than a tenth faster. Lewis sixth fastest behind Sainz. 6 tenths of Leclerc. He was like 1 tenth off yesterday after FP2. Ah man, I hope it's not one of those. We changed one thing on the car and now it's completely off. Lawson is faster than Leclerc. What? Damn. Insane. I hope like with the Hamilton's crash, with the crash that he had in FP3, they have not messed up the car. I hope so. But that's kind of a bad lap from Lewis, honestly. He's behind the Saubers. Let's see what he's spoken on the radio. I'm not sure. Don't know. Norris is on a lap. Um, not so great so far. Gasly goes P3 and Bearman goes Stroll goat P1. Stroll goat. Absolute goat goes P1. Genius. Wow. But Piastri is putting up purple and faster than my goat. Norris goes faster. Hamilton is 17th now. He has to go. He has to go once again. This is not gonna work. Is Max holding? I don't think Max has put a lap time yet. Yeah, he hasn't. Yeah. There's no lap time. You can see the timing screen. But this call is interesting, man. Okay, Hamilton drops a purple S sector 1. Leclerc drops a purple sector 2. Whoa, Hamilton. Somebody else took that purple sector from him. And Leclerc goes fastest by 3.5 tenths to wow. And Hamilton up there, but still there's like 2.5 tenths to Leclerc. Yeah. Max is on a lap now, finally. Russell's front brakes are smoking, and Max is faster. Max is faster than Leclerc so far. Okay, that's an impressive sector 2 from him. You guys can see the timings live up there, as the mini sector times are also there. And Verstappen goes faster by almost 0.717 seconds. Great. I still think Lewis has more time to find because now Alonso is between him and Leclerc. So definitely 1 2 tenths more to find. Yeah. By the way, Adrian Newey is in the Aston Martin garage this weekend for the first time on track. So probably he's probably touched the car. Who do you think is gonna get eliminated in Q1? I think it's gonna be the two kick Saubers and a Haas for sure. Piastri is going even faster. Actually, that's Norris. Sorry, that's Norris, not Piastri. Because Piastri, okay, even Piastri is now on a lap and faster. Norris puts 3 tenths to a step, and the track is ramping up insanely quickly. This is fun. This is fun. Now Leclerc puts a faster sector 1. This is going to go down to the wire. Lewis is pushing. No, buddy. He put a yellow sector, as you can see right now. So he improved in the middle sector. Let's see what he does in the final one. Leclerc crosses the line slower than Norris by a couple of tenths. Lewis improves, but the gap is still 3 tenths to Leclerc. Man, I don't know where Lewis's pace goes in qualifying. Yeah, he's so good before. But this is anybody's poll at this point. I think, I mean, Norris, Piastri, Leclerc, Verstappen, whoever gets it right in Q3. It's all a game of tires at this point. Max is 2 tenths off. Hmm. By the way, I don't think I don't. Lewis has 3 wins in Monaco, if I'm not wrong, but I don't rate him very good around this track because I've seen him struggle since 2021, and he had a good car in 21, but still, I don't know. I don't find him that great around Monaco. Where do you see the radio messages? It's on multiviewer. Ooh, did Gasly get impeded by Stroll? Yikes. What the hell? Stroll is saying, I thought Leclerc was Gasly. Oh my god. Ah, my goat keeps messing up. Okay, that's a funny question. Is there any clip available where Lance is giving autograph? If I ever go to an F1 race, I'll get one. I'll get one. Okay, Russell's dropped an amazing lap. They've looked nowhere this weekend and he's suddenly P3. Man, Stroll. Yeah, Stroll's got a one place grid penalty. One place. Piastri fastest puts 2 tenths to Norris. Wow, how are they finding so much time? The track keeps ramping up like crazy because you can see they are all on used tires. Like Lewis's tires are 7 laps old, 6 laps. Nobody has gone in for a change of tires. They're just using the same set again and again. Might Delulu be like Ham gets a pole and wins the race? Everybody would like that. First win in Ferrari in Monaco. Leclerc's gotten his Monaco win, so everybody is happy if he doesn't win again in 2025 because that whole thing is done. So yeah, I would like a Hamilton win, but Max has won in Monaco. Leclerc has won. Lewis has already won in with Mercedes and all of that. So if we want a new winner, I think Norris or Piastri would also be nice. Piastri's hit the wall. I mean, minor. So Leclerc's dropped the fastest sector one. So bro's gonna go for it. Lewis is also improving, but okay, Lewis is a tenth slower than Leclerc in sector one. Leclerc has taken 2 tenths of Piastri's time. Okay, Lewis's time also looks good on this. I hope it doesn't mess up. Ferrari sector 3 is quite bad, but where is Lewis just went into the pits? Why? He was genuinely on a good lap. I don't know what he's doing. Why did he drop into the pits? Don't know. Probably had a moment somewhere. He was on a really good lap. He was just like a tenth of Leclerc. I don't know. Yep, Ferrari's dropping it in sector 3. I don't know why. But I have no idea why Lewis has just gone into the pits. Okay, he had a fresh change of tires. Okay. I don't know why he's using another set because he was on a good lap. And if Lewis gets impeded in a lap, he's screwed. He's very much on the cusp right now. If he messes this lap up, I think he's out in Q1. Where is the live broadcasting of qualification? Fan code and F1 TV. Either you can watch. Where is Lewis? Okay. Okay, I think okay, Lewis is starting his lap. Let's see where he gets this. It's very important for him. You think Hamilton makes it past? Damn it, he's 2 tenths down on Leclerc and he put a worse sector one. Oh my god, I don't know what's he doing. Shit. Hope he puts a better like a purple sector too. It's kinda concerning his pace. I hope he makes it out of Q1, man. Oh no. Put a purple. Okay, he put a purple middle sector. Great, 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 great. He's safe. Hopefully, he's safe. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's safe. Yeah, I think he should be fine. Still 3.5 tenths of Leclerc. That's not good, man. Don't know where his pace is. But he's safe, so that's good. So Colapinto is dead last right now. Is he on a lap? He doesn't seem to be on a lap. As a yellow flag? Ooh. Oh my god, Antonelli is gonna screw up a lot of lap times. Oh yes. Antonelli hit the wall. Yikes. Poor guy is having quite some incidences. Stroll was improving. Antonelli got from Q1 to Q2, but he crashed. He's gonna start P15 in Monaco. That's just bad. That sucks, bro. That sucks. I guess they're gonna take some time to repair the barrier, so Q2 will be delayed. What happened? Oh, he just hit the turn 10 railing there. Yikes. Bono is so nice on the radio. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Okay, he's not. Yeah, he's really dropped it badly. Yeah, I agree. Stroll could have made it to Q2. If Mercedes can repair, I don't think you can repair that. It's suspension damage. It's crazy. You can't repair that. So that's your pretty much Q1. Hamilton, Verstappen impeding. Who impeded whom? Like, was Verstappen impeding? They haven't shown the replay, so I'm not sure. But there are two investigations that are pending. Bearman is starting P17, so basically he'll be P20 with the penalty. Yeah. Okay, I think I am gonna. My Hamilton prediction is a bit too optimistic now. I don't think he's getting it right. I doubt it. I guess Hamilton's best starting position should be P5 at this point. Yeah, I went too optimistic with my predictions. What do you guys think? The race tomorrow will be fun with two stops, or it's just gonna be another procession like we usually have in Monaco? Okay, now they're showing the Verstappen Hamilton incident. I don't think that was impeding, but could be. Lewis would get a penalty. Yeah, could potentially get a penalty. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Lewis might get a penalty for this. Oh, that's race ruined if you get a penalty in Monaco. Man, oh no. Oh my God, Ferrari. Oh man, Ferrari. Shit. Lewis's race engineer told him Max is slowing down. Oh my God. I think Ferrari has got done this before as well. Was it Leclerc in 2023, where in the tunnel he impeded somebody and he lost his. I think it was 2023. Ferrari, man, what is wrong with this team? I hope they have a fair explanation to the stewards after the race. Otherwise, he's definitely gonna get slapped with a penalty. I mean, this team can't get everything right at once. I mean, now that they have a decent enough car, they're messing up the radios once. Damn it! This team is an actual joke. Seriously. No, why would Verstappen get a penalty? Lewis might, no? Lewis will. If they decide to give a penalty. What software website is this? It's called Multiviewer. When will quali restart? I mean, everyone's going out, so I think Q2 is starting. Yeah, I think everybody's queuing up. So Q2 will start in 4 minutes. So we've got four more minutes. They need to change their crew and get some new folks. Okay. I mean, they are going through a restructuring ever since Fred has come, but this is just plain poor communication. What happened? Can you explain, please? Max was on a hot lap and Lewis sort of came in the way. So you get a penalty for impeding. But Lewis's engineer told Lewis that Max is slowing down. So Lewis didn't move out completely. So it was a problem from Ferrari. They miscommunicated it to Lewis. And now, because of that, Lewis, without any fault of his own, is going to get a penalty. Miney wins in Monaco. Good morning, brother. We discussed all of this at the start of the stream. Buddy, you can watch it live on F1 TV or Fan Code. Fan Code, you can buy the race pass for one race or the season pass. Is this just straight up such a bad thing from Ferrari? It's just incompetence at this point. Will Lewis win a main GP this year? We've got Silverstone, we've got Hungary. He's amazing on those tracks. So, possibly. Bro, at least race engineer in Ferrari should convoy in Italian. What is wrong with you? How will they convoy in Italian? Lewis penalty like no, it's a three place drop in quali if you mess up. Anywhere from 3 to 5 places. Three usually. Will Kush be signed by any team for F1 2026? If he finishes top 3 in the F2 championship, then maybe. Why is Charles suddenly flying across this weekend? He's been always good around Monaco, unless for the Monaco curse. I mean, he absolutely knows where the limits are. He just gets. He's just too good at this track. Home turf advantage. Kush is already a reserve for Alpine, right? Yeah. He is a reserve driver this year. Mm. Can Norris finally get his second win? If he starts P1, then yes. How many laps are left? There are no laps in Quali. Ferrari made changes to the rear, right? They changed 90% of their car from what it was last year. So, yeah, they made changes to the front as well, to the rear as well. The changes that they made to the rear are causing a lot of balance issues on the car. But the guy who designed this left last year. So, the new guy who they have gotten from Mercedes is fixing it now. And until Ferrari doesn't fix their balance problems, they will not be bringing a lot of upgrades. Q2 is underway. Let's see what these guys do for us. So, wow, Leclerc, Hamilton, Albon are out on the medium tire. So is Sainz. So is Sainz. Lewis was really good on the mediums. Let's see if he can do that now. Everybody else is on used soft tires. So Piastri is on used soft. Norris and Piastri are on fresh tires. Ocon is on used. Who will be Red Bull's engine provider? When? Right now it's Honda. Next year Red Bull is making their own engine. I made the prediction at the start of Quali, so I did not have much data back then. So that's how predictions work. You can't go retrospective on your predictions and then be like, why you predicted this. No, Ford is handling the electric part. So Red Bull powertrains and Ford have a partnership. So Red Bull is still making their own engine with some inputs from Ford. So Leclerc's on a lap, and yeah, he's on a lap. 18.7 first sector. What does Lewis do? Lewis is doing an 18.72. He's faster than Leclerc a bit. You can see that up there. Interesting. Leclerc's second sector is 33.7. That's a purple. Let's see if Lewis can match that or beat that. He won't be as good as Leclerc. Oh yeah, Lewis's middle sector is really bad. Really bad. He's like 6 tenths of Leclerc. Hamilton is 8 tenths of Leclerc. That was not a good lap. Not a good lap. Damn, that's not a good quali so far from Lewis. Norris goes 3.5 tenths faster than Leclerc. This medium tire thingy is not gonna work. Does doing two pit stops in early part of race and just taking ahead of the rest of the race make sense? Not for everyone. Oh yeah, it's Russell lost power. Russell has they're gonna red flag. Yeah, he's stuck in the tunnel and he's lost power. Russell is out. Russell is out. That's a very dangerous place to be stopped. The tunnel. Oof. I think easily now this is gonna take like 10ish minutes to take the car away. Okay, he's restarted. He's restarted. You can see his car has power. If he manages to start the car himself and go to the pits, he can still take part if they fix the problem. So yeah, nah, he it's gone. It's gone. It's gonna take 10-15 minutes easy to fix this now. Yikes. Why is multiviewer only showing Lewis's radio? Oh, yes. Yes, you're right. I think I made a mistake. Uh, Reset filters. Thank you for reminding me. I took mid of Q2 for me to realize that. Sorry. I had kept it on during the last race when we had that last Oscar Lewis chase that was happening, and it kind of stayed in that setting. Monaco is just so horrible to have these issues. Now you're starting P14, P15. What are you going to do in Monaco? It's some other track like Monza or Silverstone. You can at least go up, or Spain. This is just pain. Why is Russell not out of the car? There are like eight marshals pushing the car, and Russell, acha, he probably has to steer the car. I use multi-viewer for the dashboard. Wow, that's crazy. So his car lost power a long time ago, and he was just going down the slope on just neutral. Multi-viewer is free if you have an F1 TV subscription. What was the reason the car suddenly lost power? Could be a reliability issue. They said the battery's dead, so maybe the electric part of the engine sort of gave up. Why didn't you make a video on the Imola GP? No time, sadly. Plus, I'm thinking on how to do the race reviews. I want to change up the format and stuff. So if I come up with a good idea, then I'll do it again. They're showing some Piastri incident. Can Max move? Max is not moving in 26. I think 27 probably. Which team are you supporting? Lance Stroll always. Whichever team he goes to. Lance Stroll forever. Man, this is going to be a long quali. Like it's already what 8:10. We started 7:30. So I just dropped my mic. Just give me a second. I'll just be right back. Okay, so the video is back. Yeah. Why is that even with Newey, Aston Martin's car is slow? Actually, Newey is not working on this year's car. He is only his sole project is the 2026 car, so he's not touching anything with respect to this car. So you won't see his magic until next year. Saturday, I always look for Russell. He makes it exciting, but damn, yeah, I agree. Yeah. Why don't they send one car at a time for laps in quali? Because track ramps up as drivers drive on it. So the guy who goes last will have a much more track advantage, and that's just unfair to everybody else who's out there. Why are many drivers on medium for quali? So the soft tire that they're using is an experimental tire. It's called the C6 tire, and apparently it's not very good. So technically, the medium that we have right now is ideally the soft that was there. So because of that, they're going for that because sometimes it's performing better than that soft tire. Why no watch along for Imola? Honestly, I thought it was gonna be a boring race, so I didn't do it, but I regret it. Which is why I did watch along for Monaco Quali because that's more exciting. I'm not sure if I'm doing one tomorrow or not. So the Quali is starting in 3 minutes. Yeah, 3 minutes. Is Verstappen really going to Mercedes or Aston Martin? He's not. He's not. Let's not have these discussions, at least for now. We have to, because Red Bull has already improved the car. The Imola upgrades did a great job, and Verstappen also is doing an amazing job. So I think so far the concerns about him leaving the team are not something you need to talk about. Why is the time not running? The collie started, Russell caused a red flag because his car wasn't working, and now the collie is being resumed again in 2 minutes. So, yeah. I think everyone should go out on softs now. Yeah. How many rookies are going in the wall tomorrow? Uh, I don't know. I don't know. Because honestly, during Monaco race, it's very controlled and nobody does any crazy moves as such. But I don't know. I think the last time we had a really bad crash was Mick in Monaco in 2022. His car was like literally in two halves. 23 was a rainy race, so that had its own chaos. But 22 was where I think Mick had a very horrible crash. I think both of the Haas cars had a crash then. Why do you think Ferrari is faster in Monaco as compared to Red Bull and McLaren? I think it's more to do with the track's layout. Uh, and they have worked on their issues as well. They brought in changed rear brake ducts in Imola, and that worked really well with respect to the tires. So I think they are also improving slowly. Last year we had Perez crash. Yeah. I think, but the Mick one was crazier because it was literally in two halves. The car is F1 fixed like WWE or pure sport. But you see the margins they are working on with F1. How can you fix a 1/10 or a 2/10 gap? It can't be. There's only once that fixing has happened in F1. I mean, not fixing, but cheating, which was Crashgate. Google it. It's a very interesting story. What do you think about Perez as a driver? I think everybody owes Perez an apology because, yeah, his stock really went down with the 2024 season. But yeah, it turns out that the Red Bull is really tricky because I hope he's back. I mean, if Cadillac considers Checo, it's great. Yeah. Can Lewis win 2026 championship? I think it all depends upon whether the car can do it or not. That's the major thing that has happened. with this, because when Lewis has a car that he knows he can compete for wins with and championship with, he's an absolutely crazy animal on track. Like he's too good when he has a car that's fighting for a championship. So yeah. Spygate was technically not fixing. It was Crashgate was literally fixing that you crash on this lap, we'll have a safety car here. So yeah, Spygate doesn't fall under match fixing as such. You think Alonso is the driver with most Monaco experience? I think by the number of races, of course, he is. Just a second. Then why Ferrari not making the car according to Lewis like Mercedes did? I mean, did Mercedes make a car for Lewis from 2022 to 2024? They didn't. Okay, Lewis's lap is a good first sector. Your thoughts on 2021 last lap? You go to my channel, you will find a video discussing the Abu Dhabi debacle. That's what my opinion is. Your thoughts on Kushmani's entry in F1? I would really love him to be in F1. It's been high time that we need an Indian driver in F1. The sport is growing so much here, but I don't know. It's a long shot, but I hope it happens. Good lap from Lewis. I think, man, he keeps losing time to Leclerc, like three tenths. He keeps losing. Why is Ferrari struggling? Because they changed 90% of their car, and that change introduced some new balance problems that they didn't anticipate. So that's why. The commentators are saying it's quite a statement from both the Ferrari drivers. I don't think Lewis's lap was a statement. I'm expecting him to be within a tenth of Leclerc. Yeah. Yep, Lewis's last sector was really bad. Yeah. How do you watch the radio messages? You need multi-viewer for that, and you log in multi-viewer with your F1 TV credentials, and then you'll be able to set it up. We support Kushmani if he enters F1. 100% full support, but as you know, F1 is a talent game, definitely. He's got the talent, but it's also a money game. That's why a lot of drivers who've not been so good still have gotten a seat in F1, yet good drivers haven't. So I think a lot of drivers from the West have more sponsors, majorly compared to drivers from India. So that could be one of the hindrance in getting that F1 seat. And Norris goes P1. Norris put out a good lap. Do you think Lewis closed the gap to Leclerc? He's been pretty good lately. But today, I think Leclerc has that home turf advantage on Monaco, so he's just another beast on the track. What are rules on 2026 rules? Every time there is a new rule change now, people are going to complain a lot. It happened with 2022 as well. We might have one or two boring seasons, but eventually it'll be fine. F1 also wants to grow their audience, so they are not going to do something lame that makes people not watch it. Any news on Bud GP coming back? Doubt it, bro. I really doubt it. Not gonna happen. So far, Piastri's got to catch up. Verstappen's got to catch up. Let's see what happens. I have no idea why Alonso's still going out on the mediums. Is Leclerc on a push lap? No, 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 no. I don't think so. No, but his sector looks like he's on a push. Lewis is not. Leclerc is. Leclerc is, I think, on a push lap. Yeah, he just went purple in sector 2, so he is. Ooh, Max had a bit of a wobble there. Why Max's car looks slow but goes fastest? Arey, it's the camera. The camera makes the cars a bit slow. So, what do you think is the cheapest Grand Prix to attend from India? Probably should look at some of the Middle Eastern Grand Prix like Bahrain, Qatar. Ticket wise, I think Hungary is one of the cheapest. You could see Bahrain, Qatar, Saudi, or maybe actually Japanese Grand Prix, Chinese Grand Prix, and probably what else can you see? Japanese Grand Prix, Singapore Grand Prix, and Chinese Grand Prix. Yeah. If you ever go for a live F1 race, which GP would you like to attend? Brazil is like P1 because it's crazy race every single time. So I would pick Brazil. But more realistic ones, I would say I would want to actually let me just give you. I think it would be Brazil, Vegas, then Silverstone. Actually, no, I would like to put Silverstone, Brazil, Silverstone, Vegas probably, and then I would do some of the maybe Saudi. Yeah, Saudi is good, and then the classic tracks like Japan, China, Singapore. Yeah, Bahrain is quite cheap. You can go to Bahrain. Yeah. So I don't think Ferraris need to go out again for a lap. Both Mercs are out, so you only have like three drivers who won't make it, and I think it should be okay. And Hadjar put a purple sector. I don't know how. Alonso is tired, bro. He put out so many laps. He's not putting out any new laps. Lewis is still out? Yeah, he's trying for a lap, I think. I don't think he'll have enough time though. Yeah. Is Hajar gonna out qualify Yuki? Lawson outperforms Yuki. So does Hajar. Yuki is not improving. Sainz is out. Ocon is P10. What? Wow. Albon. Insane. That's awesome, man. That was a crazy Q2, man. I mean, Sainz and Yuki are out. Wow, Yuki's mad on Hajar. Crazy, crazy Q2. Shit. Okay, now race for pole. Who do you think it's gonna be? I still feel pole is Leclerc. Why is Yuki saying it's unfair? I think we'll have to check and see what happened. I think it has to do with the timings that these guys were sent out. Hajar was probably in the way. I don't know. Any chance for Max in Q3? Yeah, yeah. For top three in Q3, yeah, definitely. I still feel Max could be in top three. P3 maybe. Alonso made it to Q3 with mediums. Absolute Chad. Both Ferraris will be in top three. I want them to be in top three, but looking at how Lewis is putting the laps in quali, I don't know. You could see my prediction was also Lewis P3, but I with every lap that he's putting, I'm feeling a little bit more pessimistic about him being in top three. I'm happy Ocon made it to Q3. He's been good around Monaco. I think this is where he gave that interview, right? ST Bestie on the podium. Yeah, yeah, it was 2023. Great, great. Also, did you guys know I found this really cool that Ocon's race engineer is actually the first female race engineer in F1, and that was really surprising that 75 years of the sport, and you have female strategists, mechanics, and everybody working in F1 for a long time, but this is actually the first time we've got a female race engineer, and I found it really like cool and absurd at the same time because I was like, it took 75 years for somebody to be there, but I'm happy that it's really, really good. I think you are probably hearing the noise from my earphones bit. I'm just gonna drown out the volume. So that should be okay now. Lewis gonna take pole. I doubt. Red Bull also had a female race engineer. No, Red Bull had a female race strategist. I checked. This is the first time we've got a female race engineer, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Do you think Yuki will stay in Red Bull for 2 years? I am not sure if he's going to be there next year because we've not seen him anywhere close to Max. He's not closed the gap up, and I doubt it. But who will Red Bull even pick? I don't think anybody's available next year. Russell's signing with Mercedes, more or less. Antonelli is going to be with Mercedes. Who's opening up next year? Maybe Hajar. Hajar would go in Red Bull because he's done so well here. Yeah. Lindblad from F2. Uh, Probably, I don't think they'll put him in the Red Bull directly. They won't do that mistake again that they did with Lawson. So I think Hajar will go. Then they will put him in RB and then see what happens. If overtaking is not possible in Monte Carlo, how are they overtaking? Because overtaking is not possible in the race. This is qualifying. Will Lewis improve anytime soon? It's all on the tires, and if he gets it in the right window, there's no guarantee whether he'll improve or not. But I don't expect him to be on pole. I'm getting vibes that Piastri will be world champion in 2025. What's your opinion? Highly possible. We have to see how McLaren performs after the Spanish Grand Prix once they have the flexi wing rule, and then we'll see. But I think a Piastri Max Norris championship battle is what we are getting this year. Ferrari Uno Duo. Uno probably, Duo I'm not sure. Would love to see Leclerc leaving Ferrari in search of WDC and Max and Lewis pairing in Ferrari. Man, imagine the Ferrari chaosness plus having Lewis and Max as teammates. I think if Lewis and Max drive for Ferrari, they both are going to team up and roast Ferrari so bad every single race weekend, the team is going to go into chaos. Do you think Lewis is winning the WDC next year? I mean, I like I said, if he has a good enough car underneath him, he completely transforms into a different driver. So yeah, possible. And we go for Q3. Let's go. Leclerc P1, Norris P2, Hamilton P3. I think Max is making it to top 3. Can Leclerc win if he gets P2? Yeah, I mean, tomorrow, 2 mandatory pit stops. The game's open for everyone. So, come on, come on. I think everyone's rooting for a Leclerc P1. Come on, let's go. So, Lewis is on used softs. Leclerc is on new softs because Lewis had to use one more set of softs in Q1. But I mean, this is a bit of a risk because what if Lewis sets a lap on used softs right now, and then when he's on the new soft at the end, somebody crashes and there is a red flag? It's tough. Race watch along, buddy races tomorrow. I don't know. I will update you guys on Instagram if I'm doing a race watch along or not. I need another David Croft commentary on Leclerc, same as last year. I think, honestly, the F1 TV commentary was better than David Croft's when Leclerc was winning. The commentary where the grandstands he saw built, rise for him, that was better than what Crofty did, I feel. Which engine maker dominates 2026 era? I feel so far everyone's saying Mercedes, and I wouldn't be surprised. But the fun part is Mercedes would have the Mercedes engine, so would McLaren, Williams. So it's going and Alpine. So it's even if Mercedes engine is the dominating one, I at least expect McLaren and Mercedes to be in a championship fight. Don't expect much from Lewis's lap time because he's on used set of tires. Everybody else is on new. Hajar, Lewis, Alonso are on used and Lawson. So yeah, don't look into what Lewis is doing. Norris is P1 faster. Leclerc is down. How? That is crazy. Hamilton is half a second of Norris on used set, which is not bad. That was a clean lap. Scruffy lap from Leclerc. Leclerc was on the new set and he's P3. Oof. That's not good. That's not good. Lewis is 3 tenths of Leclerc in used tires. He's 3 tenths of Leclerc on new tires. Come on, yaar. I feel he can do a better lap. Max is on an amazing lap, but he loses his time in sector 2, if I'm not wrong. We'll have to see that. Alonso 1 second? Used tires, yeah. Not surprised. Max's middle sector is. Yeah, he's dropped in sector 2, like I said. Hamilton has to find a few tenths. He's on used soft. He's the only one in the top 5 on used set of soft. So, yeah. How do you know they are on the used tires? You can see up there on the screen where you see the tire. If there is a small cross on the tire, it's a used set. And below the tire, they've also written the number of laps that it's been used for. So from that, you get an idea. Mercedes can bounce back as a champion in upcoming years. Yeah, of course, 100%. They've got 2 drivers who can do it. So, why is Albon on the mediums? But he's dropped some good sectors. What's Albon putting on with the mediums? Let's see. P6. I'm actually surprised that Lewis has put out a very good lap on the used soft tires. Now I'm scared that he's not going to improve on the new set and it might not be in the right temperature and all of that. Yeah, let's see. Why is the McLaren going out so early? Are they planning to do 2 laps? Lewis had a brush with the barriers bit. I think that's the second or third time he's doing that. Can Lewis improve? Ideally, he can because he was the only one in top 5 on a used set of tires. So, ideally, when you go from a used set to a new set, you do improve. Let's see. I hope that there's no red flag. Otherwise, it'll be ruined. This is not F1 Dash. It's multi-viewer, and multi-viewer is free. Okay, we should get a couple of runs in the next 1 minute. 1 minute, 2 minute. Can Leclerc get pole? He's my prediction for pole, so I hope he does. But I would be equally happy if Hamilton pops up P1. Fan code or F1 TV? I mean, fan code is more value for money for most viewers. Piastri is going much, much faster. So did Norris. Absolutely smashing the laps right now. Okay, let's see what Piastri does in the middle sector. Good middle sector from Oscar, but Norris is equally improving. Okay, Piastri is faster now. Piastri is faster for now. It's all down to sector 3 now. Piastri had a bad last sector. 1:10.1 is Piastri's time. Can Norris get it? Can Norris get it? Ooh, he did by 15 milliseconds. Wow. Wow. Crazy. Crazy good from Norris. Crazy. Nice lap. Let's see what other guys can do now. Let's see. Let's see what happens now. McLarens are done with their lap. There is, like they said on the commentary, there is time for McLarens to do another lap. But let's see what Ferraris are going to do. This is going to get quite stressful now. Hamilton starts his lap. Let's see. Come on, Lewis. Fresh set of tires. Do something. Come on, buddy. Get a good sector. Ooh, he is a tenth and a half down on Norris. But the Ferraris are better in sector 2, so let's see. Let's see what Leclerc is doing. Leclerc is also a bit down. Verstappen. Verstappen is down too. Shit. Come on, guys. Ooh, Lewis gained in sector 2. He's less than a tenth away now. Ooh. Oh, Piastri is gone even quicker. Leclerc has aced the middle sector. He is 2 tenths up. Hamilton, very bad lap. Sector 3, 2.5 tenths. That's quite bad. Come on, Charles. Max is really bad. Max is 4 tenths down. Max is going to start really behind. Leclerc gets pole. Wow. Piastri's messed up the middle sector. Oh, Max had a horrible run. Piastri cannot seal it. Oh. Can Norris do it? Norris is improving. Norris is improving. Can Norris do it? Norris gets it. Oh. Wow. Norris. Insane. Wow. Crazy. And Norris has a new track record. Wow. That was very thrilling. Very thrilling. I'm sad that Leclerc is not P1. But I think it's good. McLaren 1-3, Ferrari 2-4. Brilliant from Norris. Brilliant. I mean, it was a good lap. As much as I wanted Leclerc to be there, it is what it is. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant. In general, just a very good quali. Still kinda bummed out about Lewis being 3/10 off Charles, but still, I think that's it is what it is. But that brings a very good race tomorrow. You see the starting grid, top 5. This is actually funny. I'll tell you an interesting trivia that Lewis, in his championship year 2021, started P7 compared to what he's starting right now, which is P4. So, I mean, not bad, but not great either. But man, this was great. Great stream. I hope you guys had fun. Hopefully, we'll do the race watch along tomorrow as well. Do you guys want to see a race watch along? Let me know. I'm ending the stream in like 5 minutes. So, okay, you guys want the stream tomorrow. So, stay tuned on Instagram. I'll update you with all of the details and stuff. So, yeah. Where to watch this? Watch it on fan code. Yeah, F1 TV fan code. Zach Brown is really happy. Zach Brown and Norris's parents are quite happy with his performance. But okay, guys, then prediction for podium tomorrow is I'm gonna give you tomorrow during the live stream. So yeah, thanks for joining the stream. I had fun. Hope you guys had fun too. Max and Lewis are discussing their laps, and Max is giving the max planning to him. But anyways, hope you guys had fun, and see you tomorrow for the Monaco GP live stream. And I think Max and Lewis were probably discussing the impeding. But anyways, that's my stream for today. And thank you everyone for watching. If you guys haven't subscribed, make sure that you subscribe so you're notified with my videos, with my live streams. And hope we have an even interesting race tomorrow.